Self belief is everything. Um, if you don't believe in yourself, do you think others will believe in you even more? Let's talk. Um, so in life, you have to just be able to step out, even when, other people don't see what you see. And that comes in you know, being self aware, you know, having self belief in yourself to keep moving and having that confidence inside here. And a lot of us lack that because we live in a world where we every day is something about, you know, the instant gratification that we receive from a like on Instagram. It could be on TikTok or even Facebook for my older folks. But self belief, the devil's tactic in that he give it to you instantly, but you know you get that gains into a habit, that dopamine rush that you get, where you feel like you need that from people. And y'all know we should be able to literally, even when the world doesn't see what we're going through, or what our goals entail, or what we want to achieve, we are it's like we allow people to deter us from our own destinies that God has given us. But we have to start to be more wiser and stronger in letting go of certain things, that triggers these patterns in our life of self doubt and different things like that. Because when you're self conscious and you have that strong self belief that you will obtain or achieve anything in life, it is first rooted in the Lord. Because I've learned that through my growth, not done growing, y'all, but through my growth in my relationship with God, strengthening it every day, strengthening it, strengthening within it every day, God has really built my self love and my growth and my belief in myself. Gave me confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confidence that the world can't even give you. You know, Yo, God's confidence is not arrogance. It is humbleness and meekness. But you know within yourself that everything's good. When you have that positive mindset towards something, you know, it's not, arrogance. Certain people rub it wrong for arrogance, but you know, certain people walk in confidence. Arrogance is a boastful type of person, a person that gotta tell everything that they have accomplished just to feel important. But that person that walks in confidence don't need a word of validation at all. It's more like you've already won before walking in the room. And that's the level of confidence and self belief that you need to receive. And in receiving that, you have to first become selfless, meaning you have to deny yourself and give your life to Christ. And within giving your life to Christ, not saying that it's easy or, an easy walk, because the devil tries to come and attack us as much as he can, because he knows that we're God's strongest soldiers. So he wants you. He wants your head. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really, you have to know for sure. And then within that self doubt, a lot of us gain that from, I sad to say, but it comes from a community standpoint. Community is everything. And I've learned this in psychology. Your environment can entail a lot of trauma, self infliction, and different things of that sort that play a lot in the way that you move about your day to day life. But I come to tell you that within that, you still have, not just time, but you still have somebody that's deep within that is you. You know what I'm saying? It's not your situation and your stop allowing our we need to stop allowing our environment to kind of control who we are, who we truly are. You know what I'm saying? Cause because it is very I understand how it can be very difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but if we start to come together as one, instilling these different things in our community in order to grow, we would be a much better community. Um, but in that of self doubt, we tend to cut off our room for growth. When you doubt yourself, man, it's like you you have faith. You don't have faith at all. You're without faith, faithless. You know what I'm saying? You're just always thinking about the things, how you want enough in different areas, worrying about what people tell you about you, and you only know you for you. So why are you allowing other people's opinions to determine your future and your endeavors? Nah, it's time to cut that out because a lot of the reasons for the stunted growth in the black community is because of negativity, negative outcomes being failed, the pregnancies out of wedlock. We just create generational curses that broken homes. That's how broken homes come about. That's why we don't have a lot of structure in the black community now today, because everybody is moving off a lustful state of mind instead of reaching deep within, doing the duty of God, and waiting for that right person to, for you to do that with, in order to have that children and spread your seed on to, you know, build generations of wealth. But no, we start off with a mind of poverty, and we thinking out of an instant feeling instead of longevity. We do things out of spite for real. A lot of us, oh man, she's the baddest in the room, but you're not thinking about how she's thinking up here. The shell could be, the physical could be all there, but within here, you won't know that. You just jump in. Oh, first night I just got done at the club. I'm drunk, man. She bad as a mother. Let me not say that, but so I'm gonna do with her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have to get out of our lustful ways of thinking, because lustfulness can knock you off of your self belief within yourself, because the devil knows, he knows your weaknesses, so he'll put that in the forefront of you, making it look good so you can eat kill your self identity, man. That's all it is. And then with killing your self identity, you over time lose your self belief because you don't know who you are anymore. And with that, y'all, we have to get back to knowing who we are. To do away with all these things that is hindering us from our self growth and knowing and believing that we are who God said we are. You know what I'm saying? We are kings and queens. But, you know, in order to believe that, we have to surround ourselves around those things. If you want to be a king or a queen, you have to surround yourself around those type of people that are thinking on that level. You know, community is everything, right? But at the end of the day, you don't just become, a part or just come embedded in your community and you're not on that type of timing with them. No, you find your niche. Find your niche. Cause I know I found my peers, and then we're doing nothing but growing. Not saying everything is perfect, but when you find that right group of people, you grow, and then you gain that self belief when you have positive people around. They're pouring positivity into you, and you're pouring positivity back into them. There's iron sharpening iron at the end of the day. And that's what God wants us to get in our communities. Time out for the hatred and different things of that nature. If we become together as one and focus on believing within oneself, which is you, believing in yourself, we'll be able to own our communities back. We'll be able to have our own grocery stores, different things of that nature, but we lack that self belief. The system has designed for us to not know who we are and not to believe in who we are and who we truly are. Yo, we are a powerful people and we have to believe that. And it shouldn't take somebody else for you to know who you are. So self reflect, look in the mirror, and just say, I am a king. For the women, look in the mirror and say, I am a queen, because you are that. You cannot self doubt. Don't don't worry about all the stuff on the news. And I know it's hard in the communities. A lot of negativity being pushed on us. But yeah, we have to disconnect to reconnect to the source, and that being God. And then when we reconnect with God, disconnect from the world and reconnect with God, you will be able to have that self belief again, gain that self belief back. Love y'all, and I pray that y'all receive this message. And we're gonna have more in store. Love y'all. Have a great rest of y'all day. Your TV, we out. Like, comment, and subscribe. We going up all 2026, y'all. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't look at the time. Keep working. Keep your eyes on the straight ahead, man. Is your goal, and your breakthrough is coming. You just have to believe in it. Don't doubt yourself, and don't look for validation from others for you. Even in your growth season, don't look for that. Don't look for validation. Always know within you, God has already validated you to be who you are. Forget the world. Disconnect from the world. Reconnect with God. Because He loves you. And I love you for sure. We love everybody in this community. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it gets rocky, but hey, you gotta love your neighbor in spite of. Disconnect from the world to reconnect with God. Love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe on the video. We have more videos coming out soon. So stay tuned. Love. Peace.